Yeah.
All right, it's Beauteous.
Beauteous. Beauteous is actually kind of, she's going to hate if I changed it.
No, you can't change it. You cannot change it. Thanks, Mom. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one from
Beauteous
Mom.
for sure. We are here at the Beacon store in Westlake Village with TJ Minor. We are here at the Beacon store in Westlake Village with TJ Minor.
How's it going, y'all?
Oh, so happy to have you.
I'm so happy to be
so
here.
many questions for you.
I'm
First
excited.
of all, is your name minor supposed to be like in the key, like a minor key?
It's funny you say I actually changed my government name is MINER.
I saw that. That's why I'm wondering.
And then, well, my dad is a recording artist, producer, and very tapped in, what's it called when you make movies, sound design of just movies and everything. So I wanted to separate my music because I curse a little bit. And
You
I
did.
say
All right.
whatever I want in my music. I kind of wanted to keep it separate from his thing. So I
How did
changed
he
one
feel
letter.
about that?
He didn't mind, actually, because
Really?
I grew up touring churches with him and stuff. And I
Okay.
know that a lot of the audience was still very youthful. And I was like, I don't want to have these songs just come out and it's all the kids from church listening to like maybe something that they like me saying the F-bomb or something. And I just wanted to keep it all separate. You know what I mean? Just keep it wholesome.
Yeah, it's the O, not the E.
Yeah.
TJ Minor.
Yeah.
But it was like a music, like you were like.
Honestly, it was the
cool.
only other way to spell it. And then someone else gave me the thing. It was like, oh, it's like music, major, minor. I go, yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
I kind of want to call you like TJ Major.
You wouldn't be the first. That's what Chris calls me all the time.
Great minds.
Yeah.
Okay, so TJ Minor here with us. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, I'm going to ask you a ton of questions because I have a lot, but just like you're an artist, give us your little like 2-minute spiel, or not even 2 minutes, whatever.
Oh, okay.
No pressure.
I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been orchestrating, writing music, and even just writing for other artists since I was 13, and just been surrounded by music my entire life because of my dad and because of my family. So I've just ran with it ever since. It's gave me much peace. So I just ran with what made me feel good, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I come from a family where nobody's a musician. So I feel like nobody really like gets me. You know what I mean? So what was it like growing up with like a musician father?
Honestly, because it was like I would do it just already because my dad's like, we got a show, like we got to do this. I never, until I like started writing myself when I was like 16, like fully writing for myself, not just like hymns or any kind of like remix of a Christian song. Like this was like what I wanted to say. So as soon as that happened, he found my book that was just on my bed. I think he was dropping off towels in my room, and he found my book and was like, why have you not written in the studio with me? These are awesome. And I was just like, I mean, you do that every day, like, because it was so involved with my life. Like even our living room had guitars hung up everywhere. I didn't have the chase for it at the time because I was like, this is my dad's thing. I want to let it be my dad's thing. And then started writing about stories that I wanted to write about. And he came in my room to drop off like some fresh towels and was like,
What a great dad.
he's like checked it. He's like checking my diary. I was like, what the hell?
That's an invasion of privacy, but that's cool.
No, I didn't even think anything of it. I thought having my dad's opinion be that he loved it was enough for me to be like, oh, maybe I should do this then if you really like it. Like I've always
So it
wanted to
didn't
do
like, you didn't understand what it meant to like be in a musical family.
No, like it was seriously just like, oh, dad's got a tour. Okay, run it. It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it was just a different life. So I kind of grew up around the chaos already.
But I'm so jealous because like I remember when I was a kid, I was just like dreaming of like being a musician, and like, or I had this dream where I was like in an art school, where like each room in the house was like, this was the dance room and this was the music room. And I was just like, why don't my parents understand this, And not that they weren't supportive because they were, but just like, you just want to be like, man, my B flat scale today is just really not happening. They're like,
Feeling a little A sharp this morning.
Yeah, it's a little more A sharp than B flat. I don't know, or just like when we would have to, like, I was in band and we'd have to make these recordings every week, and on a cassette, because I'm old, so it was like we had a cassette tape ourselves playing, and I always had like a million excuses to why I sounded like shit. It was like, it's the reed, it's the weather, it's cold in my room,
here, I can't do
my
it.
lips are chapped. I mean, like, I always had like every excuse in the book. So it was just normal for you. It was just normal.
It was just normal, and he had asked me for years, like, do you want to learn how to play guitar, or do you want to learn how to play piano? And I was always just like, no, it's all good. Like, I just sang on stage with him and did background vocals. I did background vocals. I used to be on the drums a little bit, but when the songs got harder, I stopped getting with it. Drums are so hard. But yeah, funny enough, having music around me my entire life, it didn't fully click to me that I could start writing stuff on my own with like a guitar and everything. When I got to high school, I didn't pick my classes, so they kind of just throw you in whatever you don't do, and I got classical guitar, and then
by chance.
So my dad always asked me, like, let me teach you, and I was just always like, tomorrow, maybe the weekend, maybe Sunday. Pushed it off, and then now it was my grade, so I was like, let me lock in real quick, you know what I mean? And once I did that, that's when I fully just started taking it for myself. And I was a freshman in the senior classes, because I just would they gave you a guitar at my school and you brought it home to practice. And that's when I fully figured out, like, oh, I love creating. I love finding this vulnerable place that I can say stuff that's hard to say. And I can't normally say it talking, but I can do it when that's in my hands. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it all really fully clicked. Even though it was all around me, I never did it until it was my grade.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of sad. You're like, I don't know, just like, you have to do this, there's a grade. Like, I feel like music shouldn't have a grade.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
not.
Once
You're so
again,
right.
like,
I think the optimistic way to look at it, though, is like it's like a parental push of, like, I wasn't gonna like fully do it myself, because it's a vulnerable space to like let yourself voice crack and then like sound bad in your, like, you ever heard like a recording of your voice and then you hear it back and you're like, do I sound like that?
Like every single time.
So there's like all those boundaries that restricted me from being like, I want to fully do this. Also, my dad's one of the most incredible vocalists ever. So it's like
intimidating.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to just like, oh, TJ's son also plays with him. Like, no, or Tim's son also plays with him. I wanted to be like, oh, he's an artist himself. And I don't know, I think school kind of gave me that little, just do it, just learn it.
And also like independence in a way, like where it was like for school kind of, kind of siloed in that, compartmentalized in that area. So it wasn't like.
He always kind of made fun of me. Sorry to cut you off. Like he always kind of made fun of me, because it's like, I never would sing in the room. And then when I got into classical guitar, be singing in the room and stuff, and I was always afraid to practice at home, because he'd be on the piano making magical noises, and I'm like upstairs like, where are you? Like trying to figure out power chords from punk songs and stuff. So, and then he was just like, dude, don't do that. Like, seriously, scream if you want to. Figure out where your voice is. Like, how do you? He
was like
sing?
Super supportive.
So excited when I was like,
oh my god, I bet.
Yeah.
He's like so proud of you.
He had a field day. He was like, yes, I'll use this one. This guitar actually is great for this. Like, he was so excited, and I thank God every day that I have a dad who, when I was ready to share that I want to do this, was like. So
he was like a mentor.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Once you were ready.
Vocally, not instrumentally, but vocally, I was kind of like trained since I was 6 to like wake up in the morning. My dad would be like, no, cereal. Like, even with random words, he'd be like, you gotta hit this. And I'm like, okay, you're right. Car rides to school would be like 7 a.m., put on like the hardest Michael Jackson song to sing. And he's like, rip it, come on. So teaching me how to get all the aches and nerves and awkwardness of hearing yourself sound vulnerable. He was so excited to teach me all those parts of everything.
Was there a time when you were a kid that you were like, I don't want to do this? Because it was like your dad's thing. You were like, I don't want to go.
No, I really did enjoy the shows. Okay. Like I started singing when I literally couldn't even produce a sentence. And like my dad would just be playing piano, and then he'd be like, when I was literally not even able to say a sentence, put the mic in front of me. So it was always just, grew up on stage. I was comfortable in front of people. And I always loved I loved being in front of people. And I've always loved singing too. So instrumentally it came a little later, but singing was always like the passion from the rip.
Well, that's the beginning, right? I mean, everyone should sing.
Yeah. I mean, I think even people who are like, oh, I can't sing, and then like they'll sing in the shower. I'm like, you should just sing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's hard to say in just sentences.
Yeah.
Try singing it. Try finding a song that makes you want to say it, and then gets you different opinion. Totally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so jealous of your life. So, okay.
I'm jealous of those boots. Look at those.
Yeah. Be jealous of my boots. So did you grew up in Nashville?
Half and half. I was born in California, and then when I was 11, we moved to Nashville. So got a little bit of the West influence and Southern influence in my music a little bit. So.
Okay. So and then when did you come back here?
I came back when I was 17. So a little small digression. My dad moved out when he was 14 to go sign to Motown, and then my mom went to Japan to do modeling at 16. So when I was like 16, like, hey guys, I kind of want to use what I've been working and saving to go to LA. They both looked at each other like, I can't say anything. You say something, and they couldn't because they both ran with what they wanted to do and what they believed. And I'm just very grateful. I know that's not the same opportunity for a lot of people. So as soon as I was like, I want to go figure it out, they're like, all right, it's crazy out there, and you're not even 18 yet. And I was like, I got it.
Wow.
So the only rule, because my dad did his schoolwork from LA on paper and had to ship it back, and it was confusing. He was like, you have to graduate first. So he thought he had like an extra year of me in school, but I did online school, got it over with so I could get out here as quick as I could. And I didn't tell him what day I was going to graduate. I was like, yeah, I think I graduated like August. I graduated like January because I finished all my work. And he was like, so this is like happening tomorrow. I go, yeah, I'm like leaving in like 3 days. But he was like, wow. But I don't know. He loved it. He loved that I was fully passionate.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I have one blood brother and then one brother, but they're both blood in my eyes. One's name's Colton. The other one's Ethan.
And did they play?
Colton can actually sing his ass off. Oh, can I say that?
Yes,
okay,
you
Colton
can
can sing his ass off, dude. And I don't know if you know that song, like, tell him I'm a good kisser. Ooh. I had this clip of him in the car.
He can also sing his ass off. Oh my God, just that little snippet.
Yo, it's so nice. I'm like trying to wake up my voice.
I know, it's like not even 12 yet, and you can still sing good.
I love you. You're so sweet. I filmed him in the car, like full pipes, like, tell him I'm a good kisser. And they reposted it, and he's one of the best personalities the universe could have given the world. So he's loves sharing his singing gift with people.
Is he younger?
Yeah, 10 years apart. He's 11.
So did he also get to like hang with your dad and stuff?
Oh yeah, we go. Well, kind of. My dad tours now regularly, so, he's kind of doing what I was doing with my dad.
Yeah.
Having their own songs. He actually releases stuff too. Like my little brother is fully into music. He's really into football now though, but he will sing when dad's like, come on, there's guests here. Come on, just show them our song.
Oh,
so that's what we used to do too, and it's ran in the fam.
This is what I wanted when I was a kid. Like I wanted that to happen to me. It was just, oh my God, I'm so jealous. This is so great. So let's talk about your dad for a second.
Okay.
So what kind of music does he make? Is he doing like, you said Motown.
So he's based in gospel and a lot of R&B music. He's been an R&B composer. That was the word I was trying to find before. Film composer.
Film composer.
I was like movie sound. I don't know. Film composer.
You said like sound design. I was like, I don't know what that is. Okay.
But yeah,
film composer.
Yeah. So I don't know. He got found when he was 14 through Quincy Jones at this church, and he was singing.
Where in LA?
No, in Oklahoma. So I think Quincy was just on a whim, like with family for something, and he was at this church. He would tour everywhere around Oklahoma with my grandma. She was actually who got my dad into singing.
Okay.
They made money touring, and that's how they were like a musical
in the church
family.
Circuit?
Yeah, and all of Oklahoma and the South and like Nashville, Texas, like they'd go everywhere, and they were on their last show, and Quincy was there watching him, and after just was talking to him, was like, do you want to come do this full time? At 14, by the way. And my dad was like, absolutely, 1,000,000%. And yeah, he's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My dad actually was going to fully be, he was like full scholarship to OU, and then got in an accident, restricting him from ever playing football again. So I think to go back on like the little push the universe gives you to do some certain things, sometimes it's just undeniable of what you should do. Mm-hmm. And my dad has one of the most gifted voices I've ever heard. So having that like dramatic of a push was like, I need to do this. And
Did you get to meet Quincy?
When I was a baby, my dad's always told me, like there's pictures and there's like different stories of things, but
you don't
I wasn't
remember.
even sentient yet. I was like,
but that's so cool about him, because this is not the first story I've heard about him discovering people and just like plucking them out of, you know, like there's this Cuban piano player whose name I can't think of right now. But like I remember when I met Quincy, he was like, oh yeah, here's, you know, the guy I just plucked out of the universe, and now he's like a star, and like, you know, we were like all dancing and just like, oh, and also he didn't get up till noon either, so that was kind of my inspiration. I was like, yo, I'm gonna live like that too. Like if Quincy can do it, of course I'm not like Quincy
No,
Jones
no,
at
but
all.
still, it's
Nobody's
still.
like, but like if you wanted to go meet him, you'd have to go to his house like at night,
Yeah.
like at 10 o'clock. And I was like, I'm all about this. I'm all about this life.
It must be so exhausting being that genius. That's why I was like, like he's one of those souls that seriously was gifted to the universe to hear sounds. And
Oh my God.
I think he hears fully completed orchestrated songs when he hears someone's voice.
Yeah.
So his picking ability is not just like, oh, you have a look. Like I think Quincy's very based off of like I can feel your soul when you're singing. I can see what you got. So it's
Yes.
one of the GOATs, greatest of all time, Quincy Jones.
No, such an amazing person. Have you read his book?
No, I haven't.
It's so good.
Okay, I gotta get.
You have to
involved.
read it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, because it's really cute because you can hear him talking when you're reading it, and like he says this in almost every chapter is like please, please, you know. And I just love the way like he writes it. Anyway, it's a great book. Everybody should read it.
I'm gonna read
It's
it
his
after this.
autobiography. I'm not getting paid for this or anything.
No, just free
But,
promo. You're the GOAT. We love you.
Anyway, okay, so back to your dad. So
Okay.
then, so he was doing like the church thing.
Church circuit with
And his
grandma.
your grandmother was like, sure, go. 14, go
She
make your
wasn't
life.
incredibly stoked. I don't remember him getting into that detail, which probably means
That-
wasn't the best conversation.
Yeah,
But
she's
she
probably like-
she knew that my dad had something different with his voice and what he had to do. So similar to me, like if saying no would be a dishonor to like what I guess universe or whoever you pray to or whatever would be telling you, that you get a feeling sometimes where it's like, maybe he's fully into this and should just run it. So I
Yeah.
think she had the motherly
It's like a
like
once in a lifetime opportunity.
Can't
I mean,
miss
Quincy
that.
Jones was already Quincy Jones back then, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he was already
very much
yeah.
so Quincy at this point. Yeah. So it was like one. I don't even think he knew he was in the crowd either. I think it was just played and then after it got stopped. Imagine you're just like packing up your guitar and Quincy's like, "Hey, bud." Like couldn't even imagine, but
Oh
yeah,
my God.
that's how he got his start. Came to LA. I guess both my mom and dad and me all left home before 18 to go do things creatively. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And that you had that parental support. You know, you weren't like just
Absolutely.
like, well, good luck, son.
He was definitely so sad because he's like, oh, well, can I still fly you out for a couple of shows? I'm like, Dad, I'll be back for like Thanksgiving and like I'll be back for a weekend. Like, he was
He's like thinking about his own, you know, his own investment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my mom, like you would expect the mom to be like, oh, did they just grow up so fast? I'm gonna miss you. My mom was super like, run it, get it. Like I'm so proud of you. My dad, same way, but definitely was just like
so
at the
cool.
airport, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's my boy. Just
Of
like sad. So
course.
it was very funny, but I'm glad
Oh,
I'm glad I did it.
fascinating.
I'm glad I did it. It was the push I needed for everything.
So again, how you got your start in music? I mean, obviously that's how you got it with your family, but like you didn't have it in school. I mean, until high school.
I think because I was very reserved in high school. Like I feel like I was way more fun. I peaked in middle school. I was like I loved middle school, and then I got to high school, got my awkward phase. Music itself is very vulnerable, and
Yeah.
to like be very good at it means to be very good at showing exactly who you are and exactly you're just there. And if you voice crack, run with it, roll with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's being very in present. So I wasn't tapped into that yet in high school, so I didn't
Okay.
really want to show anybody my songs, anybody my thing. But in order to graduate this class, you needed to write
Thank
an original.
God for this, yeah.
To graduate, you need to write an original, or to not graduate, to get your points for the class.
Uh-huh.
Either do a cover or write an original, and I was the only one who did an original, and then I ended up getting the best grade. And
Wow.
yeah, so that I think school for the push. Dad helped with like the tools and like the foundation of musical things,
Yeah.
and then school was like, no, do it. 'Cause,
So did you not have like regular music in school growing up?
no, it was literally just classical guitar. So like it was one genre
It's like so
of like
not traditional.
No. It was like the playing style too. Like everything was nylon strings.
Yeah,
and,
totally different.
I'd be the one. Everyone played, I think, like a classical tune. Just did it.
Oh,
I was
a
the only one that sang.
classical, like,
Yeah, like literally, like
oh.
they were teaching like the weirdest
Yeah,
chords,
totally,
like
yeah.
very picking styles, and I was the only one that like picked power chords and like ran a
I
punk
think
song.
after you probably did that, everybody was like, "Screw this!"
Yeah, they're like,
and they like
"Regular
go
guitar
get an
class?"
electric guitar.
No, I love classical music. There's no diss there, but
No,
like,
of course not. I'm
but
just
you
saying,
know what I
like,
mean?
that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for it. The class, I was so nervous, but I've been performing in front of people since I was 6, and then it was harder to do it in front of my peers because
Yeah.
it's not just like, oh, sweet church crowd. Grandma's like, you did great, honey. Like it would
Right.
be Kevin or Kyle, whoever was pissed off at me at the time, being like,
Yeah.
like holding in their laugh while I'm
Yeah.
playing. So getting all those nerves out was really good.
No, dude, trying to do it in high school. Woo, Woo, child. That was even though you had all that experience, that was like the best experience you could ever get.
I agree.
Like the people, like, oh man, you just. So I had a gig last night. There wasn't that many people there, and it's like so hard to play when there's just like not that many people. You're just like you're trying to like be on and stuff, but then in front of your peers,
it's a lot different.
It's like the worst.
Speaking on that,
I'm so proud of you.
You're the best. I appreciate you. Actually, that you said something cool. Like when there's not that many people, it's hard to get fully in the zone. Working my way up through the shows, obviously they started with like 1, 2 people, and then like 15 people. Cool. And now when sometimes I'm at a city that doesn't really know me and it's like that, I kind of have more fun with those because
really?
Yeah, like I used to be nervous. I'm like, no one's gonna pop out, no one's gonna like show up, and that would like destroy my ego in performing. And then I remembered, I was like, what if I was coming to see my favorite artist?
Yeah.
And it was just me. I would be so stoked.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about some dude elbowing me or like somebody sweating like near me.
It's like a private show.
Yeah. So I've grown to really love those because then you can really give individual moment and put the guitar down, jump in the crowd a little bit, and then hang out and talk to them. I think that's really special. So the big shows are really fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like seeing everybody get loud and rowdy is fun, but I don't know. I like the intimate setting.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So then how do you, like, what is do you like, okay, I don't want to make you choose, but do you like LA or Nashville more? I know you're gonna say like I like them both for different reasons, but like for real.
That's the PR answer. I'll give the real answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nashville is exceptional for when you've figured out your base. I feel like a lot of my friends, I don't want to name drop, but like the ones that are doing it in music, when they came to LA, they stayed here. It was great for their work, great for their career. Every label's out here. You get more opportunities to like meet somebody randomly at a place. I'm getting into that next, actually. That's where I met Anthony, was just randomly like this. Versus in Nashville, it's more of an exclusive, like you get an invite because you're already kind of set a little bit. But that's the music side of it. Living wise, both are just, I love boating, I love surfing. So kind of just whichever vibe I'm feeling, you know what I mean? I like it here because the weather stays the same. And I don't love how cold it gets, and they just got a huge ice storm with the trees popping and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna look at a palm tree. So
I've been going to Nashville a lot.
Right on.
We have 2 board members that live there, and so my impression, and tell me if I'm wrong, because like this is what I'm saying, I have so many questions for you. My impression is that people are much more supportive of like each other, like
Nashville
man,
niceness.
come in and play and sit in and let's write together, and like it feels like it's so, whereas LA to me feels like people are in competition.
Okay, yeah.
And like
I see that though. I feel you. There's like
threatened by you, and maybe you don't feel that way because you've done both, but that's just my impression. And I'm not like a singer-songwriter out there doing it. That's just my
You're just off the street impression of I think it's a little bit of both. Like for career, I think in music, like there's career and then there's also occupation, like whatever you'd like to do. Like there's gig to gig, or there's like work on releasing your music. And for like anything of like learning better guitar or meeting great people, and it's way more welcoming in Nashville to just walk on Broadway, hear like sick Blake Shelton song and go, oh hell yeah, let me go mess with this kid, versus here trying to do the same thing. It is a little bit more cliquey here in that sense. But in career-wise, when you get to like a certain thing of invites, I'd say Nashville's a little harder to get in like the cooler parties or the cooler networking gigs because they have like
so many
exclusive,
people, so saturated.
Well, everyone moves out there. It's great ROI. There's no like I think property on your house or whatever in certain spots. So
there's no state income tax.
State income tax, thank you. And so a lot of the people get their deal here and dip out there because it's like people are super nice and also can save a little bit of dough,
Yeah. I think because it's smaller, it just feels like there's more music happening. It's probably the same amount of talent out here. It's just
100%.
spread out, you know? But like, I just feel like, dang, there's so many people playing. Okay, so here's the other thing about Nashville. I guess you never played on Broadway, like as a band. So those people have to work for like 8 hours. Yeah. Like if my band goes over like 45 minutes in a set, they're like losing their minds. They're like,
to get the next person in.
Wow. Like on stage. And I'm like, dude, just go with it. Like, don't you like, I'm like, y'all need to go to Nashville and perform for 8 hours and like just have to like work your ass ass off. It's insane to me.
That's insane to even think about. Like, I'll do like a 45-minute set and I'm gasping.
That's what I'm
I'm like,
saying.
oh God, I need outside. I'll look at Chris, my manager. I'll be like, just bring me outside after performance. So 8 hours of like singing, that's really impressive.
That's insane.
It's a
no
different
wonder
kind of-
they are so good. And
Yeah.
they can play any song. Just, you know, everybody's like screaming it from the audience.
Yeah.
Which is always kind of annoying, you know? Like, I forgot what song it was. If it was Freebird or like, I forgot what it was, but they were like, no, we don't do that for any less than $100. And I was like, God, but then I was like, well, I kind of get it. Like, you know, like I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Because everybody also just loves to be, play, you know.
Yeah, everyone's
play
shouting.
some Skinner, man. And you're just like, do you really even want that? Because it's going to be very hard to, you know, the solo is really long, you know.
I 100% hear you.
Okay, so you like both.
I like both. I like going out there to calm down, and like
Yeah.
it's very sporadic out here, which is great. I'm not complaining about it. I love how chaotic it can be, but to go back there and see my family and unwind is kind of how I use Nashville now. you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, do you think you'll ever go back? I mean, do you do shows over there?
I do. I played Third and Lindsley with my dad. My dad also
cool.
does a lot of shows out there and runs those kind of circuits. And yeah, I fly out every now and then for a show with him.
Okay.
Whenever the tour, you know, gets booked or anything, I'd love to make it out there, and I think that'd be a really fun show. But I haven't played a TJ Miner set in Nashville ever.
Okay, you haven't?
No, my dad's band kills my songs, but it's never like a full set. I always come up and support just what they're doing that night. Yeah.
Oh, I bet people love that.
Oh, it's so much fun. I mean, my dad also invites some of his like legendary friends up, like Jason Dirtlaka is the new singer for Journey. He'll come and like run Journey songs, and then you'll have Benji Gaither on guitar and like a bunch of different really cool names. So it's called Tim Miner and Friends. So
Tim Miner
yeah,
and
if you're in
Friends.
Nashville, go rock out. It's fun.
I'm gonna look him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love Benji. It's funny you should mention that because I saw him when I was in Nashville and I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, nice.
Like he's just so full of energy.
Oh my
Like,
God, I love Benji.
oh my God, how fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You have like such a great life.
I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful.
Could you
Seriously.
see yourself ever moving back out there? Well, you can't. You're too young.
I honestly,
Wait
I just
till-
want to live
talk
on a
to
bus.
me in 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? You
I just
wanna
want to
live
live
on a
on a
bus?
tour bus and have like a room somewhere. Like if the room's in Nashville or LA, like I don't even want to think about my home yet. I just want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just got recently was able to go to Thailand and travel, so that just juiced me full
Like
of
playing?
like yeah. I recently played EDC in Thailand.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Then after that, I'm about to do another tour with the same DJ I did that with. So having that fuel and that inspiration, like I don't ever want to stay in one spot ever again. At least for now. I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at this and be like, you look so full of energy. You look exhausted now, but
Yeah.
like I'm probably like 4 tours later, like I did say that. I did say I would want to do this.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember this moment.
But
keep this energy. Keep this energy. It's so important.
yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably not even gonna think about getting a home anywhere. Just worried about living on the tour bus for now.
No, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Can you, I don't know if people really understand like what a tour bus is. You know, it sounds glamorous, like going on the road and
does.
being on a tour bus. But can you explain to our listeners and viewers like what the tour bus actually is?
No good food, a lot of microwave stuff. You can't go number 2. And if you don't hold it, you suck. You just gotta hold your piss in for a little bit. Do not try to like. It's glamorous, like yeah, when everyone's not having to use the restroom or use the bathroom or try to get changed. And then on the ride, it's fun because it's just all your boys hanging out. That's the glamorous part.
Okay.
But then you know you guys eat, and then you guys are driving for an hour, and the bumps get you. That's when it's not really lit.
Well, I also feel like the beds are like little coffins. You know what I mean?
Especially the bunk ones.
The bunk beds, yeah.
You have to sleep with your feet towards the front of the bus so that if the driver like hits the brakes, you don't hit your head. So they're definitely not the most coziest
Oh, I
stay.
didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, they make you lay a certain way.
Oh,
But
I didn't realize that. It's kind of like a camper,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's like, but if there was a lot of people on the camper.
a camper with a lot more storage because you got to fit gear and stuff. And even most times there's camper with storage, and then also like you get a trailer on the back. So it's a lot of like not a lot of navigation room. It's pretty tight, but it's fun. Like I love that. Like it's like a big road trip with your homies, which you know is like the best ever. So
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you feel that way. I think there's always been somebody also in the band that like gets on my nerves.
Oh, there's always one, but no, I'm just
You're
joking.
just like, I'm so sick of you. If I have to look at your face for one more minute, and then you get on stage and you're like,
You're just rocking out. I'm very thankful that my band is just my best friends, and
that's cool.
yeah, so I can't even imagine getting mad at them. Honestly, I'm welcoming getting a tour, so maybe I can find a reason to be mad at them. Like, as long as we're just on tour together, I know it'll be the happiest ever.
That's so great. So what do you have coming up?
So this April, I have a tour from April 10th to the 15th. Be hitting like Phoenix, Vegas,
cool.
and a bunch of California cities, and it's with the guy I played EDC with. His name's Bot Cash. We have a split EP coming as well, so
Nice.
we're kind of just gonna go on the road and promote it. It's in support of Nini Music. She's an incredible. I forgot what instrument it is, but she has a native instrument to her culture that she like distorts and makes it like crazy. So it's
how
not just
cool.
like the original tone of what it was. I don't even want to try to guess the name because I don't want to piss anybody off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, same with Bot Cash. I know he's from Thailand, and he has a pin. It's called a pin. It's like a 3-4 string guitar. He'll plug it in with distortion and like rip his Thai instrument over like our tracks and stuff. So
Oh my God.
I'm really
Wait, so you
excited.
play with them?
Yeah, so he is the DJ, engineer, producer.
Okay, gotcha.
And then he's remixed one of my originals, and then we have an original together. So we perform those 5 live, and he has the rest of his set as well. And very exciting too. Like Bot Cash goes crazy. By the 3rd song, his shirt's off. Like, whoa, that's my guy.
Oh my God, I gotta check that out. I knew you played with him, but I haven't like listened to his stuff. So
No, he's incredible.
And now that I know there's like some traditional instruments in it, I'm like even more excited. I'm like an instrumental person.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, no, by literally the 5th song, there's already a solo in there. He solos in my song and plays rhythm with it. It's really
Does it
really
sound
cool.
like totally different?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. With the distortion on some of the things, no, but like
Yeah,
but when it's like by itself, yeah, it does sound different. It's awesome.
And what was it like being? I'm assuming it was your first time in Thailand.
Yeah, it's
What
like-
was it like?
And
And plus, he's like a star over there, right?
Okay,
He's
all
like a
right.
rock star.
Him here is already fun because we'll go to like a Thai restaurant and then someone will recognize him.
Oh,
like,
they will?
But it's at a Thai specific
Right,
place,
right.
We went there, man, and literally like even by the water when we're like back turned, nobody. They'll be like even as young as 18 to as old as like 55, people are like, that's Bot Cash, oh my God. And like it was crazy. Me and Chris were taking most of the pictures actually. they were like, can you do, I'm like, yeah, I got you, dude.
You're like, I'm the photographer.
Yeah, I
That's
love
cool.
it. I love it. I love taking the photos. They're so happy. But
I think it's so cool when there's like a celebrity in one country and then they go like, to LA or some other, Nashville maybe, and like nobody pays attention to them at all.
it was such a crazy flip because here, that's what I got was introduced. He flew here when I first met him. So it was
Okay.
like, oh, cool, chill. Went back there and he's like, we're going to have security in our bus. And I was like, why? Why? And then we saw why by the 3rd day. I'm like, oh my Lord, you're getting stopped every 5 seconds. It was awesome. He's killing it out there.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what he feels like when he comes here, if it's like kind of cool for him to not be noticed.
He still gets noticed though. That's why it's
Really?
like I feel like it's a little bit of the same, just a little bit less for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Because he's very big in the EDM world.
I mean, I
EDM's
think if
big.
he walked by, I wouldn't recognize him.
With the blue hair, I think you could call him out of the crowd very easily. Yeah.
That's the telltale thing.
Yeah.
He needs to wear a wig. Like if he doesn't want to get recognized.
No, we'll
just
make it a
wear
blue wig if anything. We got to keep the blue. It's just
Keep the
it's
blue.
only
Like,
see him as
no.
blue hair. Yeah.
That's so cool. So who are some of your like musical influences, would you say? Because it sounds like you have had like gospel and church, and so do you think that's your influence? Or
I mean, my dad for my entire life would play Charlie Wilson to Guns N' Roses. Like I
Okay.
heard everything across the board. So a mixture between that and some of the updated modern sounds I like are, I guess Justin Bieber is one, Glaive is another. This band called Internet Friends. Like it's just I like more of like this. I don't want to go too hyper pop with something, but I
No.
wanted to mix it with some of my upbringing. So I have like this blend of pop rock from like JB melodies and trying to put that in with some older chords and everything.
it
So
definitely feels like, I don't know if rock pop is like a
No, pop-
genre.
yeah, pop rock,
That
yeah.
is?
Mhm.
Okay, because that's definitely how I would describe it. Like it
Nice.
feels rock, but it also is more poppy.
I wanted just nostalgia with updated stuff. Like
Yeah.
the music I favored the most was rock music, and I always would make my dad just pop on some different CDs of what he had, and that's what like the bass starts as.
Yeah.
But most of the additions like pop melody over rock sound kind of makes it. So just try to bring
Yeah.
a pop vocal to some distorted guitars, and that's what I'm going for.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So I have another question for you that I've been thinking a lot about working here at Guitar Center. Do you think rock is dead?
I think, ooh, I love this question. That's an amazing question. I'm so stoked. No, and it's at actually such a good high right now. And I think a lot of sound, this is no diss because music is music, and I think all the sound is incredible. So I wanted to say that first. But
Thank you for that disclaimer.
Yeah, I think a lot of the new production is all from a computer or from just, and I do the same thing. When it's me and Hush, it's just in the room and computer. So I think people are missing live bands. People are missing going to see a show and then seeing the guitar player maybe flub a chord. Like the human error of rock music, it's special because you're in the moment and it's amazing. And I think Youngblood's doing an incredible job bringing like that energy of stuff back. Like I just recently saw him at Janie's Fund. And he just literally only played 2 songs and the crowd went from sitting at a nice classy dinner to getting up and just throwing hands and having the best time ever. And I think rock specifically is an amazing tool for people who have something that they're going through. Like there's pop rock, there's metal, there's like new metal, there's different sounds for it. And there'll be definitely an artist that has your emotion, you're feeling, and I think it's very alive right now specifically.
Because I just feel like there's not a lot of rock bands. Like most of the things that I notice that are coming out are like artists, like individuals.
Right.
Whereas it used to be like a band.
Got you.
And I can't even, like, can you think of like a recent?
I can give you a couple. Yeah, there's South Arcade. There's In Color. What's Kami Kehoe? She's incredible as well. I hope I said her last name right. She's incredible. Drums and sings. But a lot of me and my group specifically are very in the rock world. So I've been able to see it firsthand, like the bands coming up, and not to say that they're not already big and popping, but they're on the best come up right now, and you'll see some. You'll see.
Okay, good.
Soon.
I want to, because especially just feel like I like the rock band. You know, like it's not about the singer.
It's not the singer in his band. It's the band.
The band.
Everyone has their own personality.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I miss that too.
And I just want that to come back.
Right.
And I feel like, because we do lessons at Guitar Center, and I'm like, we need to have rock bands. Like that's what I want. Because it's so, having individual lessons is one thing, but then playing and collaborating with other people is just such a different experience.
I think that makes some of the best music is collaboration. Being able to take ego completely out and then just messing up with each other is also just a great bonding exercise. I think band life is coming back very strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think that like part of the reason that it hasn't been that much and it's been about the individual is like because of marketing it?
Okay. The real answer I think it is because it's hard to get 4 to 5 dudes to love each other for years on end with multiple mistakes. Like I know a bunch of bands who've split up and we all still hang out now, but like they couldn't maybe lock in for as long as they could have because it's like
a marriage.
It's a marriage. You're sharing. You're putting all your eggs in the same basket versus it being your fault if you do something. Like that's why bands. It's also a safer, bet for a label to put money behind just one person to be at fault versus where's our drummer?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Is our guitar player hungover? Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think that's why there was a break of it. But I think now, because it's been such a big break, people miss rocking the hell out at these shows, and they miss like favoring the drummer, like the shirt. Like people will make their own shirts just for the guitarist. Like it doesn't have to just be lead vocal all the time. And
it's just I don't know. I feel like in this country, especially, like we always like worship the artist or
Solo
worship
artist,
the CEO or whoever the face is. That's who we are like always drawn to.
Man.
And I just feel like there's so many people besides that are doing amazing stuff and music. So anyway, okay, I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to hold you to this.
I'll put you on some new bands after this interview.
Yeah, but
I'm
going to be like, you need to make this your life's work, is that the rock band, like the band needs to come back, okay?
I want to strum one chord and people feel nostalgic. Like that's the goal. That's the goal for what I'm trying to do at least. I want people to think about like a time where they weren't stressed in something, and all that comes from like my favorite rock songs. So if anyone else can feel that, it's kind of what I'm hoping to
So
go
like what
for.
are your favorite rock songs then?
Man, I mean, I would like to say a lot of Guns N' Roses, but I don't want to just
I was feeling
name
that vibe.
Cheap Trick, I'll say is one. I love Surrender. I'm actually doing
Surrender.
Surrender.
I think that song is so weird. I don't get it.
I don't understand the lyrical content either, but they said surrender and I locked in. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that part. I know that part.
Yeah, I understand Surrender.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alice in Chains. Let's see. I don't know. I keep very marginalized things. Like once I find a song I really like, I'll just rock with it.
Yeah.
But my first song to learn any kind of solo was Sweet Child of Mine. So
Nice.
Guns N' Roses to my heart. all till the day.
Do you do covers when you perform?
I haven't yet, because a lot of the time slots I've been doing are like 30 minutes to
Okay.
45, which those you want to just get out your originals. But when I start getting to a level of maybe like an hour set or something like that, and you need to fill in with more
Okay.
fun and all that, then I'm pulling out, I want you to want me. I can't wait to run that one too. I'll probably just do 2 Cheap Trick songs, honestly.
Will you do them like in your own style?
Yeah, I'll have like it'll still be like the rock tones, but
Okay.
it'll just be
updated, yeah.
I guess,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it would just be live band. I wouldn't do any kind of backing track. If I'm doing a cover with rock songs, no backing track. I want bass, guitar, and everybody to be heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. So you have a band.
I do, yes.
Okay.
Just my band of my
do
best
they
friends.
have a name? It's like TJ Minor and the Keys.
We haven't really.
All the Keys.
I'm gonna steal that. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't really have a name for them. It's just my best friends that I've had. My drummer Press, he's been there since day one when there was only 5 people in the crowd. He would help set up, break down, do everything. And then Sean as well as my guitar player. Just been there from the rip. And it's like they're more of my best friends than like just my band. You feel me? We'll go skate or we'll go hang out outside of it.
Oh, so you're a skater too?
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually where I met Anthony.
Anthony Ortiz.
Yes, Anthony Ortiz.
Yeah.
I'm pointing like you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Met him at a skate park. Small digression, funny story. I used to, when I first moved here, like 17-year-old TJ moved here, I would go outside of like Equinox, the gym.
Yeah, I heard about this. And
You
my
were
question
telling-
is, why was it Equinox?
'Cause
Like, the type of person that goes to Equinox. I mean, maybe I don't know because I've only been there a few times, but I'm like, it doesn't seem like your vibe, man.
Not my vibe at all, actually, but I never even got a membership. I would literally, Sunset Boulevard, they had like I think it's like a Tender Greens or a smoothie store or something. I would
It's
get
on Vine, yeah.
Yeah. And I would just get a
Corner
salad.
of Vine and Holly and Sunset.
Yeah, yes, literally. And there's a plaza out front, and I would edit my videos, do my work, just in hopes of like maybe even bumping into somebody, right? And this one day, specifically where I met Anthony, I left so defeated. Something was telling me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't
dude?
know what you're doing
I'm like,
either.
I'm like editing like, nobody in the fucking universe I would ever want to meet is gonna bump into me here. So
Yeah.
I like went home defeated, Googled a skate park close because I just had moved here. I was like, Googled the closest skate park, and it was right next to my house. And funny enough, instead of driving all the way to Hollywood, the best thing that's ever happened to me was at a skate park right next to my house, and that was meeting Anthony Ortiz. And
Oh
he's
my
introduced me
gosh.
to a lot of the people I get to have the pleasure of working with today, and that's my dog. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, so I was gonna ask you about that story.
let's get into it. It's very funny.
But I think it brings up an interesting thing where it's like, how do you meet people when you're new to a town?
You don't try to. That was like what my conclusion was. You don't try to. And,
Okay.
I think LA specifically is full of a lot of people trying to maybe get something from you.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to see. And that's not where my heart ever was when I was even trying to meet them there. So I felt this disconnect, like, man, like that's not even who you
Yeah.
want to be as a person. Like, you want to accidentally bump into somebody, have them drop shit, you pick it up. Like, come on, that's movie cliche.
Well, I was
whack.
joking
Like,
because I was like, you should stand. Like, you should stand outside of Planet Fitness. That's like a better.
probably have more luck than I did standing outside of Equinox, man. I saw more people look at me like, you're not doing any work.
You weren't
dude."
even playing, right? You weren't like
no.
standing out there with your guitar. Like
my
when he
laptop.
told me that, I was like, oh, he's outside of Equinox with his guitar.
I wish I was that
Like
cool.
just waiting for someone to be like, hey man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think it, especially in that area, like nobody would stop.
Dog,
You know
they
what I
all
mean?
have
Like,
headphones in. They'd be like,
yeah, they'd be like, you know.
yeah, the meanest side eyes were.
I think meeting people in LA is extremely difficult. Okay, going back to the whole Nashville, LA thing, like I think there's certain towns you can go out by yourself and have a great time.
Right.
LA is not one of those.
You need
Like
a
if
car
you
here.
talk to somebody like at the bar, I always feel like they're like, oh, why are you talking to me? Like, oh, you know, but like I always talk to everybody, and I think like
We're lovely to talk to. They should be so. They should be so
they
lucky.
should be so lucky. Talk to me. You don't know who I am.
That's what. How dare you not want to
How
have a
dare you
conversation?
not want to have a conversation with me? I'm going to ask you your whole entire life story. Oh my God. I just think like, yeah, there's certain towns you can go out. So how does one meet people? Give us,
So-
besides what failed, you know, go to the skate park. Go to the skate park, everybody. If you skate, I guess.
if
'cause,
you
I mean,
skate,
I
even
don't
if you don't
skate, so I'd
start,
be like-
I'll give you skate lessons. Let's go to Pedlo. I got you right now.
Really?
Yeah, let's go learn how to
I
kick
kind of
flip.
would like to, but I have to tell you that I'm like really bad at sports.
I will
like
make sure you don't fall.
No. I mean, like, nothing. Like, I failed PE in the 6th grade.
Wasn't for you. You're doing great, better things. It's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need this. I'm playing music.
Fine,
but
yeah.
but it was very demoralizing. Like, still to this day, I feel like I have baggage. And I just went to Top Golf the other day.
Love Top Golf.
And I was like, I can hit the ball. I couldn't hit it. It was so embarrassing. It's like, you like get ready and you're prepared.
Just
you, like,
hit the tee under the ball.
And no, not even close to the ball. It's like just whip of air, you know?
You could just hear the go.
Yes. It's so
hilarious.
embarrassing. So like, I can't. But okay, how do you meet people?
Yeah, I mean, so
Let's stay on.
I've been skateboarding since I was my mom got me a Spider-Man skateboard when I couldn't even like walk, so I would literally just play with it, and then eventually like started when I could walk and do anything. My mom would hold my hands before I could even like both from
I love your parents, man.
they were like, "You're gonna be a skater and a singer." No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. What I went back to was, instead of trying to do something like where I could find somebody, I went to something that made me in my most comfortable state, because I don't know, everything should be kept very organic. I don't think things get put in front of you for no reason, and I don't think you can have drive and want to go for something, but it's different when you're meeting somebody. I think that is very like, I let that happen. So if you just stay home and let that happen, obviously you're not going to meet anybody. So it's like, you don't have to go to a bar to go do anything. Like, find, like, if it's not sports, if it's drawing, like, go do an art class, meet some friends there, like, have it be something that you really enjoy, because then you share the peers around you already have like a common thing. You don't have to, like, there's no weird ice. Like, immediately you're just like, can talk about what you guys are doing together. And that's kind of how it happened with me and Anthony. I went to go do something that I really enjoyed. He's really good at it too. So we were like, oh dude, let's hang out.
And then you found out y'all were both musicians or whatever.
That's actually really funny. Can I tell him about Fred? I will love him. Okay, so shout out to Fred and Cannon. Cannon's also gonna be an Olympic skateboarder. This kid is so young and ripping. Like, he used to ask me and Anthony for help on tricks. This kid shreds. Go look up Cannon World. Crazy shredder. Anyways,
Yay.
I'm sitting alone, all freaking lone wolfed out in the corner, and Fred and I have already like been talking for a little bit. Anthony walks in all swagged out, dude. He's gotten the sick fit on, and he goes, he bumps me and he goes, "Yo, you see that, man? That's a rock star." And I go, "Yeah, hell yeah." he goes, so instead of asking me what to do, Fred, and still a stranger at this point, now we're really goodies, but like at the point, grabs my hand. I'm like, "Oh, we're going. And he brings me over to where Anthony just got here, like bombarding him as soon as he got here. And then he was just like, all he said, he goes, you make music. And then walks away. And then we have nothing to talk about. I'm just like,
oh yeah, man.
My name's
so, like,
TJ, dude.
What kind of music do you make? He's like, I play the bassoon. Like, okay, cool.
Like, I didn't have anything to show him yet. I didn't have produced songs yet. Like, I just had like acoustic demos, and I was just like, you just want to skate, dude. Let's not make this about music right now. He goes, down. So we just skated and got to organically hang out like that. But shout out to Fred, because if you want to meet somebody, just get a Fred. Just get a Fred to just take you to it.
No, but that's what you need. You need a connector.
Yeah.
You know, certain people are connectors, and they can tell, like, you two need to meet.
Which was so weird, because I literally, like, I'd met Fred maybe for like an hour before. Like, he had no obligation to do this for me. And this goes back to me saying Universal put it in front of you, is because a stranger...
You're in the place where you feel authentic and yourself, and you're not standing outside of Equinox, whatever.
Fake editing, like a video that never is going to come out. Like, I was just there for the acai bowl, honestly, and just like people watching. With some granola and some blueberries.
Wait,
Come on,
you were inside the Equinox?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, where do they
for
sell
that membership? That's
acai
expensive.
bowl?
Right next door, I think at like Rubik's Juice or something.
Okay.
Dude, I was like, I went in there to be like, what's the membership? Like, can I get here? And they're like, yeah, it's this a month. And I go,
yeah, I know. That's
I
why I
don't even
said
have a job
Planet
yet.
Fitness, baby.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness.
Be way better.
$30 a month.
Even true celebrities are rocking Planet Fitness, because they're like, I'm saving money. It has the same equipment. You feel me? Like, but
Yeah, no, you definitely go to Equinox to be seen.
Everyone's got their shades on while they're on the treadmill.
Yeah, with all their earbuds in.
I don't even have AirPods. I still got my whatever free ones I got from the airplane.
Thank you. I think that the ones with the cable like work so much better.
I like the full headphones.
Me too. Me too.
I like making sure everyone knows, because if I had AirPods in, someone's trying to talk to me, I have long hair so they can't see it. So I feel like I'll just be a jackass ignoring them. So
see,
full headphones
you're
are
adding to that LA problem of like, why are you talking to me? You just didn't know. You didn't know I was talking to you. I was trying to meet you. You're standing there.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
everyone's just nervous before they meet someone too. So it's like, I feel like LA, everyone's always trying to talk to each other and have fun. That's why it's so when something happens, you're like, oh, I don't know if I should. You feel me? Yeah.
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Because immediately, I think in LA, people are like, what's your ulterior? Are you really cool? What do you do?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, what are you drinking? Like,
yeah. Hey, what's that?
Yeah. Like when I go to bars in Nashville, they're just like, Jack and Coke. Got some hair on your chest. And I go, I wish, dog. Like,
do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
Extrovert on stage, introvert in my personal life.
I was going to say, because I'm feeling like some introvert vibes. And I'm an extrovert, obviously. But I don't understand how people who are introverted can perform. Like, how do you get over that? How do you become an extrovert on stage?
I think because I'm so introverted, there's like a little health bar that just saves up of just energy.
Just getting ready to like explode.
Even if there wasn't a show, like even on my own personal time, like I'll just be very calm and like whatever. And then when I'm on stage, it's like something clicks to where that bar goes away. Like I'm fully just letting out what I haven't let out. And I don't know. I like...
Because you hear this a lot where people are like, I'm an introvert. And then you see them on stage and you're like, there's no way you're an introvert. But then you meet them after and they're kind of like demure and like.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of both. I love meeting everybody. I love conversations. Human interaction is very important to me and meeting new people. So I'm a little bit of both. I just don't go out of my way to try to maybe talk to somebody unless I'm like, oh, those pants are sick. You're cool. Let's hang. Like. But then on stage, I want to make sure everyone feels involved. And even with my personal life, if someone doesn't know each other at a party, I will be the one to like break that ice, like get a Fred. Like I'll be Fred in most situations.
Yeah.
So on stage, when everyone doesn't know each other, I think more so of their sake when I'm performing. So like maybe that's why, like I want to break ice for everybody there.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I get wild on stage. I'm pant after. I lose all my breath after performing. I'm up there being crazy.
Your pants?
Pant. Like I pant.
Oh.
Edit that out.
He loses his pants.
No,
he takes them off, throws them into the audience.
Third song, Speedo out. Let's just rock it.
Well, that's funny because I was gonna ask you, like, could you ever perform just in your boxers?
Like Justin Bieber just did?
Yes! I'm like, what is this guy doing? Put on some clothes.
I think my music with underwear on would be so, like with him singing like Yukon, that worked perfectly, but me like full drums with my boxers on, like sounds atrocious. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
I didn't want to see him either, to be clear. I'm like,
did you want to see Bieber in his undies?
No, did he just take off his clothes and decide to walk out on stage? I don't know. I was just like, dude, put some clothes on.
Yeah, I mean, I was stoked. I was like, that's an artist. I'm like, it was cool because it's like, it was all vulnerable and shit. I thought it was cool he walked off and didn't even turn the loop off. Like the song was still going. He was just so ready and done. I'm like, it was kind of a vibe.
Oh, God.
He could have used the old Bieber, the purple and black hoodie. That would have been cool. But no, I loved it. I think he's killed it.
I almost felt like he had on like black socks, you know, like up to here, you know, just like
just little ankles.
No, you know, like when like somebody takes off their clothes, you know, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but obviously not a man, but like a man takes off his clothes and he's like kind of standing there in his like black socks up to here and then his boxers. It's just not a sexy look. You're just like, take it all off or put some clothes on.
I agree. I think for his sake specifically, he's been in the limelight since he was a child.
He's just like, what can I do now?
He's like, we've been involved with this dude's every single move. He's like, you guys can see me in my underwear. Like, you've seen me at my lowest. You've seen me at my highest. And I think it was a part of the performance, like, what's it called? I think it was the story to it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the whole world has never given him any privacy, so he was kind of just showing that.
Okay, fair enough. Do you feel like that's happened to you a little bit?
No,
I mean, you were a child performer, not to the level of like Justin Bieber, but like, do you feel like it's in your DNA? Yeah,
I can't see myself doing absolutely anything else, and I base it off of it's the only thing that makes me really smile, actually. Everyone calls it something different, but I'm like really, like my vernacular is very impressive when I'm writing. Have a conversation with me and I'm saying dude bro shit in like I have Trailer Park Boys vernacular in my talking. So I don't know, being able to like, you know, the show Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, but I also feel that way where I feel like I may not speak eloquently, but I feel like if I could write it.
That's what I'm saying. I communicate best when I'm singing, so that's what makes me like think I can never do anything else again. It's because it's the only thing that makes me have actual line to my thoughts, and you know, like it's easier to write in rhyming than it would be if I'm trying to figure out the best way to say something. It's the only way I can not give a fuck is if there's a guitar in my hand, and like Flea said, the coolest thing to be cool is to not worry about being cool. So I think that's what happens when the guitar's in my hand. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, let's just get weird. Let's figure it out, you know?
Oh, that's cool. So going back to giving music, like how do you give music?
I like to write stories. Some of it is personal experience. Some of it is just what I have, you know, experienced. But most of the time I see a story and I can feel a story. Like, I don't want to say like I'm an empath, but like I can like feel when someone's not being truthful with what they feel and anything. And I see those. Or if you see a movie, like there's a story of something. And I kind of will just write based on that. And I do more so story-based stuff now because there's plenty of stuff to talk about that I haven't lived through. So that's kind of how I want to give back. I want to make sure that somebody in the audience feels heard. I think about the audience in every step of the writing process because it's like this is about to go in front of anybody and everybody. I want to make sure it caters to everything. I could write a love song and still make you think that it's about a situation, not even about love. So like I think that's how I try to give, is hit all the points and make sure that the chorus is the same. We're saying the same thing on the chorus, but have the verse be one perspective and then have it be not even about the girl, but just the same words, same kind of vibe, same meaning, just different explanation. So I just want to give back to make someone feel like they were seen, and like maybe give them something to cry to or something to laugh to. If you got off work and your fucking day sucked, like pop on Other Side and scream. Like if your boss is calling you crazy, like the chorus of one of my songs is, instead of calling me crazy, maybe don't call me at all. So I'm like, people will tell me like I cry to that. I'm like, that was a rock song. How the fuck did you? So people can take it however they want. I think that's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of giving music.
Yeah. Not like what you guys are doing is actually giving music. Like that's so. I think.
It's called giving music because I want it to be like how each person does that. You know, how were you were given music, and how do you give that? There's always like you got it somehow, and now you're giving it back. I always, to go back on my dad, I always saw him sing. A lot of his songs are like slower, and like he's, like I said, one of the most pretty voices I've ever heard. And I've watched people like have full realizations when. Sometimes you need someone else to say it and sing it in front of you to be like, oh, whoa. That's what I was feeling.
So yeah, also like they probably don't even know what the feeling is most of the time. There's just like this weird animosity in themselves. So I saw my dad heal people through his singing. I was like, the only thing I wanted, there's so much negativity in like the world currently. So I was like, if I can in any way possible give someone an outlet that's not violent to themselves or others, then hell yeah, I want to help any way I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Music is such a like spiritual experience.
It is.
It is. Like the things you can't say and the thing, that you can't feel. I was like, did everybody just leave us?
They're like they're best friends now. Everyone left.
How rude! How rude!
He's here.
Everyone just left us. I saw you walk back in. No, we're just chopping it up. We don't need y'all. We don't need
we're in
the
our
studio.
own world. It's all good, except the cameras. Hey.
Except the cameras in our face. Well, I think we can wrap.
Right on.
But I just enjoyed like hearing your story. You have such a great smile and energy. I love it. Now I feel like when I listen to your music, I'll have a different like experience too.
That makes my day.
You know? Hell yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and just shout out to your parents, man. Like
very blessed.
That
Mom and Dad.
I would say of all the people that we have talked with, like their parent is the number one giver of music. You know what I mean?
My only tattoo is them actually.
Oh.
It's some dad's birthday, mom's birthday right here.
Oh man, shout out to your parents. That's so cool. That's so awesome. And I'm just so proud of you for like being brave enough to come out here without knowing anybody and just living your dream and making music and giving music so that we can enjoy it and make our lives better.
It's an opportunity to never not be thankful for. I'm just internally grateful, and I feel like every day there's not even grateful and thankful have been used so much for me recently that I want to find out a new word to say. Maybe I'll write a song about it.
Beautimus.
Beautimus. There we go. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.
This is such a great program you guys are running.
Thanks so much.
Super good to give back in this way. Thank you.
We got future TJ Miners on the way.
Yeah. Let's go.
You made it to the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was so inspirational for me. If you enjoyed it, please like us. Please follow us, subscribe, comment in the comments. Do all the things. Go to guitarcenterfoundation.org, make a donation, help us continue to give music to people who need it the most.